Good morning. Thank you for being so early to start this meeting. It's an honor to address to you. It's very early, but it suits me because I have been left behind in the ministry. The whole ministry is going to Dubai today, so I am the only one who is left behind to take care of the daily matters. So, ladies and gentlemen, in the energy sector, we are navigating through a demanding yet exciting period, facing significant challenges while envisioning ambitious goals. I am optimistic that our vision for the energy transition in our country will position Greece as a protagonist in the European Green Deal, while simultaneously attracting substantial investments, contributing decisively to our economic recovery. Our purpose at the Ministry is to create the tools that will facilitate the energy transition in Greece. These tools are based on two fundamental pillars on which we designed the green transition roadmap: closely monitoring international developments and adapting them to the Greek reality. Our priorities include not only the goal to achieve the green transition, which is the sole solution for our country's energy autonomy and the detachment of the energy prices from geopolitical crisis, but also the goal to achieve it in the most economical way. This aims to reduce energy costs consistently, both for households and businesses. Our objective is to develop a roadmap based on the new development model of the European Green Deal, striving to progress systematically and innovatively towards a modern, circular, resource-efficient and competitive economy with zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2050. We implement policy proposals based on European directives and guidelines, and this proposal constitutes our national energy and climate plan. It is a fact that the European Union policy framework sets long-term goals and adopts legislation that promotes the green transition, transforming Europe into a modern, sustainable, resource-efficient and competitive economy. The new development strategy of Europe, the European Green Deal, aims to make Europe net zero by 2050, boost the economy through the green technologies, create a sustainable industrial and transportation system, and reduce pollution. In practice, through a wide range of actions and the integration of sustainability in all policies, the European Green Deal serves as the roadmap for Europe towards sustainable development. The revised National Energy and Climate Plan, which we recently submitted in Brussels, reflects the increased ambition resulting from the Fit for 55 package. The key pillar for transporting the country's energy system is the increased electrification of the energy sector by increasing the use of electricity as a final consumption component. Certainly, when discussing the electrical energy in the future, we are clearly referring to green electrical energy produced from renewable energy sources, provided that Greece have excluded the case of nuclear energy up to now. Therefore, clean electrical energy from renewable energy sources will charge the batteries of electric vehicles, power heat pumps for the cooling and heating of buildings, and replace many, but not all, processes in industrial production where hydrocarbons are now used. Where direct electrification is not feasible, for instance, aviation and maritime transportation, as well as industrial processes requiring extremely high temperatures, indirect electrification gradually comes into play through the use of green hydrogen, that is, electrolysis with green electrical energy from renewable energy sources. Also, synthetic climate neutral fuels using green hydrogen. in processes where we cannot replace hydrocarbons, carbon capture, utilization and storage, CCS, technologies will play a significant role, as well as in the combustion of processed biomass. The government is currently working on new regulatory and policy frameworks for hydrogen and the entire CCS value chain. Simultaneously, in the context of the Repower EU chapter of the National Recovery and Resilience Plan, Greece 2.0, pilot projects related to the production of a sustainable biomethane and green hydrogen are being supported. We have assigned 75 million for these CapEx incentives, along with the entire CCS value chain focusing on its transportation sector. Another 75 million will be channeled to transportation of CCS. Finally, additional battery energy storage systems are subsidized. We have a big program to install standalone batteries, 1.3 gigas, and in the coming 2 years, 2 more gigawatts of batteries along with photovoltaics or wind farms. Getting back to the topic of the National Energy and Climate Plan and renewable energy sources, it is set as a target for their participation in the energy mix to reach 44% of the total gross energy consumption by 2030. Priority is given to the energy transformation of electricity generation, aiming for the share of renewable energy sources in total electricity production to exceed 80% by 2030 and 90% by 2050. The increasing trend of renewable energy sources penetration from 2019 to 2023, which is expected to continue unabated, has positioned our country at the global forefront in the utilization of renewable energy sources in its energy mix. The significant investment interest in developing new renewable energy projects in the coming years ensures the achievement of the new higher goals that have been set, but also highlights the significant needs for the expansion and upgrade of the electricity transmission and distribution network in order to integrate the required project reliably and safely. The vast majority of these large quantities of installed renewable energy sources capacity consist of photovoltaic and wind projects, hence electricity production with significant stochastic variability. This poses a significant challenge to the stability of the electrical power system, and the term system flexibility emerges as the other catalytic pole of the green transition. The government explores significant reforms in the electricity market and the framework for the operational regulation of electric networks. Measures such as energy storage, demand response, smart meters, smart grids, and the transformation of consumers into active market players enhance the flexibility of the electrical power system, but also require new approaches, platforms, and regulatory rules. In this context, we consider the expansion of subsidies for energy produced from renewable energy sources crucial for projects that will be installed in the system by 2030, aiming to achieve the ambitious targets set in the National Energy and Climate Plan. Furthermore, it's deemed particularly important the gradual interconnection of most non-interconnected islands with the mainland by 2029 to enable the phase-out of electricity produced now by diesel or fuel oil. At this point, I want to emphasize the established National Offshore Wind Development Program currently being implemented by the government. Locations for projects with a capacity of 2 gigawatts have already been selected, and this will be explored and auctioned in the next 2 years, with their operations scheduled by no later than 2030 or 31, attracting investments exceeding 6 billion. The ultimate goal, is to reach 12 gigawatts by 2040 and 17 gigawatts by 2050, leveraging the best offshore wind potential in the Mediterranean and contributing to the relief of onshore areas. Since most offshore wind farms are expected to be of floating technology, providing significant added value to the Greek economy, a considerable portion of the investment in a floating offshore wind farm can be undertaken and supplied by Greek companies. In conclusion, I want to emphasize that our basic energy-related political priority is to maintain the momentum the country has gained and continue its extroversy. Connecting research with industry and the rational exploitation of the abundant domestic renewable energy resources will contribute to the transformation of the country into an export hub in the broader region of Southeast Europe and the Mediterranean. This hub will promote green energy to Central Europe and our northern neighbors through major interconnection projects and infrastructure currently under development. That is our plan. Thank you very much.